Never ever say never in your life that me, I can't do this. This life, it is precious and life can take you in ways you can describe. Life can make you do things that you never imagined you could do doing. So welcome my cousins, welcome to cousin family, a home of peace, love and motivation. And if it is your first time to see me, thank you so much for being here. My name is Judith. I'm a Ugandan. I'm working as a housemaid in Saudi Arabia. So thank you for being here. You are all precious to be here. So if it is your first time, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel as we grow together. Yes, cousins. So never say never. So I wanted to make juice. As you know, I love watermelon so much, so much. And this time around, the watermelon was not that good to eat, but it was good to make juice. So I decided to take that tempt and make that juice. While I was making this juice, my fellow Asola, my fellow cousin told me, Jude, that juice you're making, it's not good. I told her, why do you think that the juice is not good? She told me, I've never tasted a juice like that one. Technically, when I look at that watermelon juice, it is not gonna be good. Even it was just a process of removing the watermelon, but she said the juice will not be good. I told her, my cousin, don't worry, just be at peace as I make this juice. When you feel like you're not going to take the juice, it is me I'm making who is gonna take this juice. Let's watch this video. Cousin, thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. You are precious. So never say never. It is a mindset of a limitless potential. It strips away self imposed limitations, reminding us that circumstances change, the unknown can vest, and human resilience can overcome the impossible in life. So you have to embrace this philosophy, unlock the endless opportunities for your own growth because achievement is on your way, cousin. I want to remind you that words can heal and words can hurt. So never say never. It is something that you don't need to say because you never know what life can bring you. So in life, we are frequently slamming the doors to our own future. Sometimes when we say, me, I can't do this. So we are writing the final chapter of our own story, even before the ink has even had a chance to dry. Think about a person out there whom you admire out, maybe in history. Just know they also had defining moments in their own life. They were born in the uncertainties of life, but they choose to believe in the impossible in their life. That is why, right now, when you see them, since they have achieved everything in life, you think they were born like that. They were born with everything in their own hands. Cousin, life is not like that. Yes, the word never is a contract of fear. Hmm? It is a dense mechanism we use to protect ourselves from disappointments. But in life, we have to live with fear because fear is not a disappointment. Yes, fear is a life half lived thing you have to entertain in your life. And to abandon the concept of fear, it has to be your number one rule. You have to make sure in your life that that word fear, you let it go. So never to abandon the concept of never is to embrace the beautifulness, the chaotic and apologetic life you have to live. The first reminds us that anything can happen and nothing is truly impossible in life. So when you stop declaring what you cannot do, you suddenly free up a mental energy to figure everything out in your life. So when you stop declaring what you can't do in your life, you suddenly free up a mental energy to figure out everything in your life. How can you do it? You have to shift your focus from the obstacles to the opportunities in your life. As you may know, cousin, life is constantly evolving, and so are you. The person you were 5 years ago was a different person. You can't tell us right now, in that 5 years have passed, you are still that person. Even the habits you were doing 5 years ago are the same habits you're doing right now. You see? That is how life is. Life evolves. So even last year, it's not the person you are today. The person you were last year, it's not the same person you are right now. So your skills or your perspective or your strength are always expanding, like you're not in the same position. So how can you possibly predict what you will or what you will not be capable of doing in the future? How could you, cousin? Declaring something impossible is an illusion in you. It is a limitation you place in yourself. And the only person who can truly remove that limit is you as a person, because you're the person who is declaring it to yourself. So, cousin, if you're new to my channel, please welcome to Cousin Family. When the road gets tough and the climb feels impossibly steep, that is exactly where the mindset matters most. It's not about ignoring reality. It's not about refusing to let reality dictate your future or destiny. It is in these quiet moments. It is in these fierce determinations in your life to keep you pushing forward, even when every logical sign tells you to quit. Even when whatever is going on in your life tells you to quit, enough is enough. So every master was once a beginner. Every person you see out there was once a beginner. So are you. So every successful story is built on the foundation of failures. That they were at a stage like you. Hmm? Every story is built on failures that were overcome by refusing defeat to drain them. Let us banish the word never from our mouth. Replace it with the word yet. I haven't reached where I want right now, but I will. I have not reached my goals, but yes, I will. I don't have the answer yet, but the answer will come. This simple shift changes everything in your life. It turns a permanent roadblock into a temporary handle. It gives you permission to keep trying. It gives you permission to keep learning. It gives you permission to keep growing, to keep evolving, to become a better version of you. So, whatever it is you are facing today, right now, maybe it is a dream, maybe it is issues at work, a dream that feels too heavy for you, or a challenge that feels too heavy for you, or a fear that feels too real to look at. Just look at it straight in the eye and remind yourself the potential that you have in you. Embrace the unknown. Learn from your own struggles and refuse to accept any limits on what you can achieve. Say yes to your limits. Say yes to your possibilities. Say yes to your growth and never ever say no. If you are working on a personal or a professional goal right now, cousin, just be specific on what type of goal you want in life. And what is the biggest obstacle making you feel like you want to give up on it? So, cousins, we treat the word never as if it is the law of physics. We use it to draw hard boundaries around ourselves, marking out the edges of our own capabilities before even we test them out. But never is not a fact. It is something that you're just saying. It is a snapshot of your current situation. It is a snapshot of your current mistakes you're having right now. So it is known for a permanent boundary. Hmm? When you declare that something will never happen in your life, you are assuming that the universe has run out of options on you. You are betting against the chaotic, beautiful, unpredictable life you're having right now. Remember, life is precious. People can surprise you. When you feel like you have lost hope in everything, people can surprise you. Allah's a prize in everything that we do in life. The version of you you're facing right now because you're having issues right now, it's not gonna be a permanent version. This is just for a little while. Just hold on, embrace your journey. Remember, this shall also pass. So to say never is to claim that you can see around other corners of your universe. It is an it is a short period of time. So it is arrogant form of yourself to believe that you can never achieve what you want in life. So the most radical thing you can do when you are stuck to admit that you do not know what happens next in your life is to deify your own narrative. The hardest limitations to break are not the ones imposed by society or critics or the ones imposed by the bad luck. No, the most heaviest chains are the one you forge out on your own life because of your own past data, because of what you went through in the past. So you failed 3 times, so you assume a win is something impossible in your life. Eh? So you label yourself as not creative just because you failed. You label yourself as not a good leader just because you failed at something. So true resilience is looking at the mountain of a personal failure and realizing that they are just historical data in your journey. Embrace it. It's not a prophecy that you're meant to stack like that, that you're meant to stack like that, you're meant to be like that, that you are meant to stay in that situation forever, that you can't do anything like, no, cousin, that is not how life has to be. Leave that door unlatched. You do not need toxic positivity in your life or build optimism to win. Choose one. Either to live a toxic positivity or to build optimism in you to win. You do not need to guarantee a victory in your life. You only need to leave that door open for yourself. Replace the absolute never with law of curiosity, like let's see what happens, let's see, instead of saying never, just say let's see what happens. That tiny shift moves you from the state of paralyzing yourself into a state of active experimentation in you. So cousin, you stop protecting your ego from failure and you start protecting your future from regret. The story is not finished yet. Since you're having something that you're going through in life right now, it doesn't mean that it is the end. The variables are still moving ahead of you. So step back on the field, throw out the script again, and refuse to sign your own defeat. So if you want to apply this perspective on an area where you feel stuck right now, cousin, I want to let you know that just put that thing into your own self because life is precious. Don't feel like you're stuck right now because you're having some things which you have not yet figured out and you feel like you can never do something like that. Cousin, never say never is something that you need to let go in your life. For example, when I made this juice, my cousin thought that the juice could not turn out to be good, but I made sure that the juice comes out good. And then she said, Jude, I also want you to make me that juice. So if it was like I took what she told me that the juice was not gonna be good, I could have said, let me leave this juice. But I persisted because I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted to make. So, cousin, also this applies in our daily life. Stop draining yourself because another person out there has said that you can't make it out. And stop saying never because life changes around. When you see your colleague out there struggling, having issues not figured out, life is eating them so hard. And for you, you feel like, no, if I'm in that position, I could have done better. If I'm the one experiencing that thing right now, I could have done better. Cousin, I'm here to remind you, even if you're the one experiencing that situation right now, you couldn't have done better. Do you know why? Because that is not your lane. Because everyone has their own lane. Right now, that person who is having that lane right now, that is their own lane. So for you to impose yourself and say, me, I can't eat matoke because that is not my meal. I can never eat matoke. What if life takes you in a place where there is only matoke? Are you going to starve yourself? Are you going to starve yourself? So never say never. Like you are in a situation whereby you treat your colleagues bad, feeling that because for you you have a higher position in life and you feel like you can never go down. Me, I can never be in your place. Like since we are all housemaid, let's assume, let me talk about housemaid because that is what I understand the most. Like for you, you are a manager, housemaid manager, and you feel like you have to treat your fellow colleagues, the housemaids, bad. In that thing, since you are on a higher level, you feel like these cousins out there can't reach where you are right now. I'm here to remind you that they can. And never say never because you are on a higher level. Never think that you can never go back to where you started from. Okay, cousin? So life is precious. Let's enjoy this life to the fullest. Let us learn to walk our own journeys. Let's learn to embrace our uniqueness and let's learn to prioritize ourselves. If we could choose to prioritize what truly matters in life, our life will be a better place for us all. So never say never is a mindset of a limitless potential. It is the mind of a person whom they don't even know what life holds for them. They're just thinking on the fling. They're just talking because of the fling of the moment. No, cousin, time can change, life can change, life can turn around. Yes. And if you see somebody out there struggling, and for you, you think you have everything figured out, like you start laughing at them, I'm here to remind you, cousin, tables can always turn around. So never say never because someone is in a certain situation and you feel like you can never be in that situation as well. Cousin, no. Life is unpredictable. So, life is unpredictable. It stripes away self limitations when you say never in your life. Just embrace the journey, embrace the unknown, live your life to the fullest. And if it is your first time to be here, cousin, welcome to Cousin Family, a home of peace, love, and motivation. So my name is Judith. I'm a Ugandan. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to the family. So this family is all about peace, enjoyment, yes, and live the life to the fullest. Why hold the grudge on a person? No, we are always happy souls. Cousin, sending you lots of love. Remember, may peace be upon you, cousin. So let's enjoy the juice. So this juice was so good because you all know I love watermelon. It's my favorite fruit, by the way. So when I eat it, I can eat it in all wings. I can make juice from it. I can eat it like eating it. I don't know because this is the best meal, but I love it more when it is juice, when it has ice cubes. Like I love it when it is cold with some ice cubes. It brings the best flavor in it. Oh my god, in this hotness in Saudi Arabia, oh, the juice becomes the perfect idea to go with life. So, cousins, thank you for being onto my channel. Just know I'm sending you lots of love. Remember to always be here onto Cousin Family. Cousin Jude is sending you lots of love. Thank you, cousin. I truly appreciate you. So, I want you to remember that break that chain of saying never in your life. Let that word don't even cross your mind. Cousin, let's keep pushing. Let's meet into my next video. Ciao.